Hey guys, it's Ahmer here. So today I wanted to share some awesome controllers in my collection. Now this right here is a part of the Freak series controllers, and they were for the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about these controllers and take a closer look. So let's go ahead and check them out. So these controllers right here, if you've ever seen them before, you may have thought that they were actually customs, but these are actually mass-produced controllers. And these controllers were actually hand sculpted by the artist Jeff Kokin, and he is actually a renowned miniature and action figure artist. So if you go ahead and do a little bit of research about him, you'll find some of his other works. But these controllers right here are actually pretty sweet. So right away you'll notice that there are two on this side that look a bit larger than these controllers. So they actually made two for the original Xbox. So you'll see this dragon right here and this alien infection controller, as they call it. And then for the PS2 you'll see that they have this Fleshy controller, this Berserker, and then here this is this double pack. This has a samurai and a ninja controller. And these were actually produced by Game Elements, and they're called the Freak series. This is the collector's edition control pads for the PS2 and for the Xbox. So these controllers are actually pretty sweet. They have a lot of detail. Now, it may be a bit difficult to play with these controllers. As you can tell, the handles have some raised edges, and the buttons are even sculpted and designed. So it might not be the most comfortable controller to use, but they are pretty sweet to have for a collection. And it took me quite a while to complete this set right here, as these go for a bit more on eBay. I had to actually find some of these local to go ahead and pick them up for a great deal. And they're even more difficult to find them in the original packaging. When these controllers first came out, they were around $25 to about $30. This one, since it's a double pack, actually has the original sticker on here, and it says $44.99, which makes sense because there's actually two controllers in here. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at them. So as you see here on this first controller for the Xbox, we have this dragon controller, and this is a hard plastic right here. The tail is actually a softer material, and sometimes you see these controllers without the tail, so it's pretty hard to find these in pretty good shape. You even see these little jewel buttons. They're this reddish color right here. They have some bends in it to make it look like it's a jewel, and then these buttons right here look like regular buttons, and it's pretty neat because the eyes even light up on this controller. And then you'll often notice that this top part right here, this plug, is actually designed. It has a dragon on it. So you'll notice that with a lot of the other controllers. And then moving on to this alien infection controller. This one's actually pretty neat. You'll see a little alien face right here with these little jagged teeth. You have some claws on the side here. Then you even see this little evil looking alien right here. There's a couple eyes in the controller. Looks like some claws right at the bottom. And these buttons are a little bit normal on this one. Didn't look like they used anything to go ahead and create that. And then the back even looks pretty sweet. So it continues with that color scheme. And then on to this PS2 controller. You'll see that it says Fleshy right up here. And this is actually for use with the PS2, and it's also compatible with the PS1 and PSX. So this one's pretty neat looking. You have this painted joysticks right there. These have some cracks in it. It looks like there's a brain right there, and it says select and start and analog So that's pretty cool how it's kind of carved in there. And then you'll notice that there's some faces, there's an ear on the side, there's some veins, and they're red and blue. You got these eyeballs, these teeth, and these are carved. Now this might not be the most comfortable controller to go ahead and play, just because this grip, the noses, and the forehead kind of sticks out, so it might not be the most comfortable, but this controller looks pretty sweet. And then we have this Berserker Controller. Now when you look at it like this, so you hold it upside down, you'll see that there's these horns. They're pretty cool looking. It's kind of painted like a metallic. Then you'll see these buttons right here actually have raised symbols on here. There's some small dots on here that are raised up, and once again the start and the select are hand carved. You'll see this little nose area with the buttons, and these joysticks are painted like eyeballs, so that's pretty creepy looking. And then right here you'll notice that the cord actually comes out of the mouth, so you'll see some teeth. And then the bottom just continues that pattern. There's a sticker on here. It says 2004 Gemini Industries Incorporated, all rights reserved. So these are pretty sweet looking. And then on to this double pack right here. This one is actually still sealed, so I didn't want to open it up. So we'll try and get a closer look at it the best that we can. So right here it shows two pictures, and it appears that the eyeballs actually light up green. So this one is very similar to this one. You have the samurai and the ninja. And for this top and bottom controllers, you'll see that the joysticks are very similar. This one's just painted a silver color. The designs on these buttons are the same as the bottom. It's just this little face right here is a little bit different. So this one's more of like a skeleton look. This one kind of looks like an evil looking demon, and it has these sharp teeth on here. There's some claws. And this one the mouth's closed, this one the mouth's open. And then there's even a little face mask that you can change out and just put right on top to either cover it up or to make a different looking face. So that's pretty neat. And then once again, these handles, they look like they're raised up a bit with the designs that they used. So it might not be the most comfortable, especially pushing on those joysticks right there or those buttons, but they certainly look pretty sweet. So I'll have to go ahead and try out these controllers. I don't want to play them too much though, because I'd like the designs on them to stay intact. They're definitely better suited for a collector's item or a display item rather than actually playing with these controllers. Now they're definitely pretty sweet for any horror fans out there. They have some pretty cool horror aspects to them, some pretty crazy looking designs, and they're definitely pretty sweet. I'll have to find a spot to display them. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.